Hi there, welcome to my channel. Now if you hear noises in the background, that's the thunder, that's the storm that's just about to come. But I'm going to do a walk anyway, so welcome to my channel. Here's a little map of where I've travelled to get here from Brisbane. My name's Anne and I'm a traveller currently travelling around in Australia in my Juke Renault van. So welcome aboard and I hope you enjoy the video. So like I mentioned at the end of my last video, I stopped travelling for a little while and I'm doing some house sitting. Now as you can see, very rural and cool and wet, hence the raincoat. But it's just beautiful. I mean, as I was walking up this road, which is a gravel road, what goes past me but a cattle truck, and it's filling up with cattle right down in front of me. So that was a beautiful walk, and being in the rain just sort of added to the atmosphere. And when I got back to the house, the weather just reverted and was beautiful and sunny. And so we were able to go for a walk. Now there's one of the cats, that's Holly. She likes to come for a walk around the paddocks. And the other one that likes to walk around the paddocks is Kitsy. Oh, she's a gorgeous girl, so soft and fluffy. Unfortunately, she didn't always want to walk when it was just me. But Holly, most of the time, she'd come for an evening walk, which was great. But Holly was a real character. She was very, very nosy, and here she is in the back of my van in my, what I call the garage, just having a big explore. Now, each of the three cats, and you've yet to meet Miggy, had totally different personalities, and I just loved my nearly a week here. This one's Miggy. And Miggy, although she's very tiny, she just thinks she should always share your food no matter what you've got. She will try to get it. So she's just sitting on the coffee table while I've moved my mug out of her way and I've moved my bowl of cereal out of her way. Now she's into the coffee pot now, but I don't think she really wants to drink coffee. She's a sweet wee thing. And this is my view for the next 5 days. Seriously, you can't get better than that, can you? So every day from the house sit, I've been going for a walk. Now today I'm walking on the main road, so 80 kilometres an hour is the traffic that goes past me. But there are also a couple of side roads I can go down. Some are gravel, some are sealed. So it's nice to just get out, stretch the legs and try and keep those daily kilometres up, which is my goal for 2026. And here we are, Huli coming for her walk. She's so cute. She just goes through the paddocks with me, just following behind. And this is Kitsy. She is another beautiful girl. She's quite shy, but you know, she's just come to me and been patted. Hey, darling. Good morning. Today I've come for a bit of a drive away from my house sit to have a look around the area. So I've stopped in Clarence Town. Now this is a really old town with a bit of an interesting history, and no doubt I'll learn about it as I wander around. One thing that always fascinates me about old towns and other areas is these gates with no fences. Now I'm sure there's a history. Obviously the gates are significant and maybe the fence has just fallen down over time, but this has been here since 1902. And the old Clarence Town post office no longer in use, and you'd like to hope that at some stage it does get renovated, because yeah, a very historic old building. And from the other side, as you can see, very wide streets here. Now this is because it was a logging area and the bullocks used to come in with a number of trailers, so they had to be able to turn around. So one thing you do see when you're travelling midweek, well, even on the weekend, but the older generation are out and about, and here's a group with their motorbikes, and I think you'd be hard pressed to find anyone under 60 in this group. So this is the old courthouse. It's now a museum, and yeah, most of the shops are just opposite that. It's obviously quite a new set of buildings, definitely within the last 20 or 30 years, and which means that the original shops have all sort of closed and now are in a state of disrepair. Well, it looks like that's Clarence Town. There's not a lot here. There is the pub, there is a hardware, there's a couple of cafes, there's an op shop which is only open once a week, today on Wednesday, so I checked that out, nothing for me there. And yeah, there's the main street of Clarence Town. It's taken me maybe 8 minutes to walk full length of it, and I've come to the end of town. So I think I'll carry on. There's another town near here called Dungog. So I think that's a bit bigger, so I'm going to go and check that out. So I'm now in my second little town, local to my house sit, and this one's Dungog. Clearly a much bigger town, and I'm just going to probably go and have a coffee because my house owner Jill, she recommended this place, so I thought, yeah, I'll just check it out. Well, I discovered that Dungog's op shop is also open on a Wednesday, and I just scored this awesome basket. So I've been looking for something as a sewing kit, and let me show you what I've just got. How cool is that? Isn't that beautiful? And it's in great repair. Yeah, can't go wrong for that. You can see the main street of Dungog, much busier than Clarence Town. It's a little bit further away from the house sit, but hey, I love exploring, especially when I have those awesome finds at op shops. So something I've just noticed in this town that's unusual for a town in New South Wales, or definitely the rural towns, is that this has got parallel parking. Most towns in the rural areas of this part of New South Wales have reverse in parking, which for me, with my big van, is a bit of a pain, and I don't do it. So yeah, I'll have to remember that if I come to Dungog again, that I can park right down in the main street. But while the main street has parallel parking, the side street has reverse in parking. And the reason why I came down this street is because this is this historic picture theatre. Now this picture theatre is still functional. They still have movies. It might not be every day, but regularly. So how cool is that? It's a shame it's not open because I'd love to have looked inside. So it's definitely much cooler here than up in Queensland. It does cool down a lot more overnight. And you can see here by the trees and the buildings that they're definitely built to keep warm, and there's more evergreen trees rather than deciduous. These beautiful old Federation old houses. Isn't that gorgeous? And right on the main street still, you know, the pub's just across the road. And there is plenty of cafes here, like it must be at least half a dozen, and they're all absolutely humming. So after my delicious coffee and carrot cake, I've come into a local art gallery. So there's about 40 members of this gallery, and some of the pieces are displayed here. So I'll show you around. So there's all sorts of pieces. There's artwork, there's jewellery, there's clothes. And yeah, definitely worth popping in. And as I walk out, I'll show you the front of the store. So this artist here is really interesting. She actually does her paintings from earth pigments around the world. And look at this piece. Isn't that beautiful? And she does classes online. Let me show you up close. Isn't that amazing? So this is the gallery that I was just in, and I love that even the bench has been painted. It's pretty nice, isn't it? So going back to the house sit, so it was nice to go out for a couple of hours, but yeah, I don't think I'll bother going out again while I'm at this house sit. There's sort of plenty to do while I'm at the house, and I love going for the walks in the afternoon. So this is clearly a water pipe. Where it's come from and where it's going, I have no idea. But when I drove to Dungog today, I saw this go for quite a long time. So yeah, I'll have to Google that and see what this water pipe is. Oh, and I'm on one of my walks, my afternoon walks. I try and do a 5k walk in the afternoon. I have to wait till it cools down, so every day it's been a bit later and later. So one of the things I like about this house sit is the early morning and getting up to appreciate just the coolness of the day. But reading the paper while having my coffee can be a little tricky, can't it, Meggie? I'm trying to read that paper. Can you move your butt? Oh, thank you, darling. Oh, no, I haven't read that page. Come on. I need to read it. Are you going to move? Going to move off the paper? No? Okay, I'll give up. I think this is the first house that I've ever done that has kangaroos in the front yard. How cool is that? Oh, they're all over the place tonight. Must be the cooler weather. One in the paddock over there. This one here. There's a couple more over by the water tank. Oh, they've gone. Oh, there's another one over there. And even Mickey's come out this morning. Now, she's not a well girl. I've been giving her meds for her thyroid. Yeah, I just rub some paste in her ears twice a day. Hey, darling, you good girl? And before I knew it, it was time to finish the house sit and get back on the road. The van was ready, I was ready, and we headed off. So lots of different places to see and do. There was the Hunter Valley. There was also the Blue Mountains. There were some lovely swamps. Anyway, come back next time and I'll share it with you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.